Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Alex here, and where we left off on Forged, I still have to figure out the final name for that one, but for now it's Forged. We did this nice little nifty little castle, which has some realistic roots. The shape, the door design, the roof there has some nice shapes. I do want to change that a little bit. It's been bugging me. And on the inside, we did kind of figure out the base idea for the flooring. I do kind of want to change up the walls a little bit, and then we have these tool rooms to decorate. But as I mentioned in the last episode, as I shut the doors, I want to concentrate on this section, get a little bit of the wall going. I have some ideas for that, and then we can go ahead and get those two buildings. And one thing I do want to test, I know, okay. Not yet. I know the update just came out. My realm is eventually going to get updated. I got a message saying, oh, you need to update soon. So I will be getting put through that in a little bit. But for right now, I want to get these two buildings up, which is going to require me to raise the ground a little bit. So let us fix that really quick. I'm not going to do a lot of terraforming on camera, but I definitely can pull the ground out this way and circle it around. Yeah, that should look fine. Then I'll make a nice little dip down over there. And a lot of this stuff we're going to figure out because, I mean, we're going to be putting more builds and stuff around this. I figure take this little section here, make a small little kingdom, and we connect it into the whole main build. Like, you know, this might not be the king, but it might be the judge or something for the town. So we'll have to figure that. We'll have to figure out the lore and all that stuff as we build along. So I do have an idea for these two houses. One of them is going to be a storehouse, and that has all the nice little valuables and stuff in there. Because back in the old medieval times, your actual valuable stuff wasn't actually gold. It was the items, your spices, your fine linens, and all that stuff. That's where the castle's real value came from. So I figured like this one will turn into a nice little storeroom because we can walk in, have a little path down, and in here we can make a nice little animal den. So for the little animal shack, I feel like doing that one first. Let's grab cobblestone. Actually, you know, let's stick with the spruce for that one. There's the half slabs. I'll grab the fence post. I'm going to save the rest for later. And we already have animals coming to apply for the position of being in the pens. But, you know, a couple little animals, maybe a cow, chicken, to liven up the build. So let's get that base done. I want that portion to be outside. You know, we'll make this section a little smaller. So, you know what? I'll do that. Leave a little spot for the animals to walk in as a shelter. Do little wall corners. Actually, it's because I want a little bit of shape in this build. Let's do half slabs along the spot walls there. And we'll do the stairs, kind of give it a little something. Continue that along. And this is where the building itself is going to pick back up, so we can go ahead with the wall there. Let's flip that. I like the stair idea, but not for this build. Fix that. Because I do want to pull this across. We'll leave the stair idea there. Close that off. Oops, and I forgot to silence my phone. Thank you for the update. There we go. Sorry about that. So we have this nice little section here. Just for added, we'll put that in there. So we walk in, and then we have the build itself. Let's give a little bit of wood here. So, we have the animals chilling here. They can have some nice fresh air, and they can go into the building itself, and that'll kind of close them up for the night. Give them a nice, warm, dry place to sleep. Yeah, I'm going to close that off. I don't think the Lord of the Manor will want to be looking at animals. We will pop those up. And that'll give us some room for our roofing colors, which, dark oak. Actually, you know what? No. Because we have the, I think nether. Let's go with the nether brick. We'll try that one out. In honor of the update that just came out yesterday. This is going to be a little bit close quarters because of the window. But, I am going to be okay with that. Actually, we'll do that. Pop more slabs there. For some reason, I thought I was going to be able to place stairs on that. That puts a little damper in my spirits. So we'll do that. Then we will pop up with the stair block. Or actually, yeah, stair block will look nice for this. Going along the lines of your typical A-frame here. Let's build that up. Here I'm going to do a solid block and we'll start to work our way down. Stuff there, that way I can come down. Do that. And that way I can just pull the slabs the rest of the way. I think that last line of slabs here is a little too much for the build. There we go. Just to give it a little bit more shape. Let's actually pull the stairs out. And we'll stretch them out this way. Then we can have slab there. There we go, and that gives it a little bit more shape. Something to draw your eye to. Put that over. You know what? I actually kind of like this idea, so pop some trapdoors there so we have that nice little detail. I know what I was going up here for. Would not really be a nice little nifty animal pen if the animals could run away. So we're going to take care of that. Let's grab some lanterns. The organic block section is right around here. So there we are. Podzol. And we'll grab that and some coarse dirt. Because after all, it is a little animal pen. Grab that. And bucket of water. Just going to add some little details here. Then we'll go out, add some details to that, and jump onto the second build. Have this one go kind of on the quick side than what I normally do. So coming in here, I'm going to pop in some dirt. We'll do a path block that will give us some elevation. And pop that up. And poof, there's a little bit of water for the animals. We'll pop some food there for them. And again, this is a little animal pen, so some podzol and stuff, along with the path blocks, just adds that whole lived-in feel. That is the best way I can put it. And actually, let's put it right behind there. You can hang one right there. So that's a nice little touch. Coming out here, I can sneak one there. Along with one on the corner there, so we have some adequate lighting. I think that one might be a little too much. We can sneak it up there. So there we go. Some nice little lighting and stuff. I do think that should be pulled up a little bit more just from the shape. So that looks a little bit better. And now time for details and stuff. Again, nothing too much, just little stuff, add some shape and color to it. We added some with the animals and stuff in there. I'm not going to place actual animals in there because I love to use the kill command button just to get rid of random stuff. Especially when Rob and I joke around a little too much. So we're going to hide in some windows there. I'm not going to do the back wall because we have to make up the main wall. But I do want to try out some different buttons. Doing stone buttons on there, that's nice. It adds that little texture, matches the stone, but you don't really see it. So it's either going to be oak or the dark oak buttons. And we'll pop one there. So I'm feeling the dark oak is going to match better with this build. And Matt pulls in the little castle a little bit. So we have a nice little animal stable in this area. It is tight quarters. You really don't get to see the lovely front of that castle. You know what? Just so we can come back here. Let's do that trick I was telling you about in the last video. Well, not last video, a few of them I mentioned it. Where you can just close the shutters. Let's get that trapdoor going the right way because of shading. So, you know, that's going to be closed off, but on the inside we'll have the glass and we can come back here. And we'll have to adjust the roof accordingly to the wall. That adds a nice little touch. Kind of opens it up. And I decided I want to try, I'm going to work on it off camera a little bit, but I want a corner gate. So you're going to walk in this way. We'll have a gate door coming out this way and this way. Diagonal build. Provide a nice little chunk of challenge. So we have some animals in here. And this, as I mentioned, is going to be the storeroom. So we're going to go to that. Now, for a storeroom, it's going to be a little bit higher up on the whole food chain of building materials, I think. So I want to challenge myself and change it up a little bit. I want none of the builds in this one to have the 100% same theme, but for this one, I definitely do want some big, bulky, chunky blocks. But I'm going to stay away from the stone brick because that's what the castle is mostly made of. Let's do the polished andesite. You know, I think for this one, just change up the color. Grab some jungle wood. And for a roof, dark oak. So, let's see what it looks like if I do the corner similar to the castle. It's okay, but except for that part. You know what? That's just a general guideline, so I can come out and do that. That closes that corner off a little bit more, though. I'm not too happy with that. Space is a limiting factor here. I could stretch that out one more, but I'm stuck in my ways. I kind of shot that down to begin with. So I think let's do that. We'll have the doorway right here, so I can build that up and over. And each little corner there will pop up the wood. Then that way we can start to pull in the actual walls itself. Come along this way. And if I ever do start using my texture pack, this building is going to be this building itself is going to look weird. I'm just going to say that right now, because in my little texture pack that I made myself, jungle wood kind of gets a green texture. The original idea was I wanted to still pull in the jungle quality of the wood, but I still wanted something that I actually could use, so I decided to make more of a roofing material out of it, and I used I made the wood green. So we walk in and have that, which for that one, you know, I do want some windows and stuff and lighting and stuff. But again, this is the storehouse. That's where we're keeping the valuable items. Maybe it's a town bank or something. So I do want windows, but I think I'm going to go with the iron bars just for the theme behind this. Just to center that out, so we got some windows in there. Now comes the roofing, which I think I'm going to do a L-shaped roof here. Nothing too complicated, just try and fit this in the best I can. I don't want the roof to go, I don't want to take this type of roof and have it run this way, so have it go up and down, because that's going to, one, be ridiculously tall, because it's got to go all the way over there, and two, it's going to butt right up against this building more than it already is. And I do want that little bit of gap. So, there we go. just quickly pop all these stairs in. And before you start freaking out going, that's it for the roof, there are going to be a few small details I'm going to put into this roof just to add a little bit more shape. I talked about it in a little bit more in the past video on Knights of the Square Table, where I actually put in the inn for that little castle. Well, I can't say little castle, that thing takes up the entirety of a level 1 map. So that one is anything but small. Pop that in. There we go. I can't unfortunately do the little pointy bit on that end, but get the overall shape. And now for this magical crevice that I can almost fly into. No longer need the window material. So put that in. So get the overall shape and feel. Over here it is a little bit taller. So I can do that. There we go. Gives overall nice shape. So we walk in, we have this building, which we'll have to figure the inside out. As I mentioned before. Okay, and we're back. A little hiccup in the software there. So we're jumping back here. We have the roof pretty much done. We just have to add those small little details that we can go on to decorating the inside of the house with some quick, nifty little things. And nothing too out of the top and complex. Just, let's actually bring it back that way. And, you know, we're going to just pop some stairs there so I have something to click onto. Come this way. There we go. And I'm going to put this little outcropping more this way. So do that, and that, there. And the cool thing about that is, like, you could have them have little lanterns sitting in the windowsill, or hanging off of them. For just the little bit of extra texture I'm going to have it hanging off of. But for the back here, I am feeling will be able to put 3 of them in there, and have maybe one on this one too. So let's try to center it. So 1, 2. Okay. So I'm going to delete some of the wall there. So do that. We'll grab the half slab from there. We can pull that out. Lantern. Three. Do want to skip a little bit. 3. go. It's open to fit 3, but I think just with this roof size, I really can do it. Let's do that. You place the right direction. Great. So we'll do that and that. So now we pretty much have the basic part of the roof set up. I do want to add one little part here. Right here is actually. And now I want to see how that looks. I think I'm going to leave it separate. So that just leaves us the wall, which I think I'm going to break that off when I show off the inside of the castle with everything having its final decorations. That'll give me some time to play around with it. But I do want to get the inside of this house done. So for flooring, what do I feel like doing for flooring? Let's go for a brick style. So let's scroll down here, find the bricks and the regular polished and unpolished version of granite. And that can give us a really nice texture, and it's going to match in with the color palette. Not quite the same color as wood, but it's going to give you that same feel. So, toss this down randomly. I do want the brick itself to be more present, so I'm going to go a little heavier on that. Then I'll slip in the little bit of granite brick right there. And let's go for the medieval door. Have it come in. And again, this is a storehouse. We're going to keep our valuable items in here. And we're going to grab chest and barrels for that. So I do want to go off of the theme of the whole iron bars here. So we're going to pull that one out. Pop that there. Kind of make it look like it has a little gate. It's currently open. I'll pop a double chest there, a barrel. The regular chest sitting on top of that. Still do the trick with a regular and a trap chest. I want this barrel upwards. So there we go. We have that. We can start pulling across the roof tech color in. I just deleted part of the roof. This is why I can't have nice things. So let's finish the inside here, and then I'll go out there and fix that. Pull the stone across. Do the stone once more there, and there. Make an L shape out of here. And that'll give us the feeling that the roof is being supported by a nice sturdy frame. And with the use of upside down slabs, we can still get the roof color in here. Actually, you know what? We could swap that out with the wall color. That's going to look a lot cleaner. But you can already see the difference. You have this big roof, and then that just closes it off. So let's go around and swap that out. And remind ourselves that we should really pay attention to which button we are pushing, especially in creative mode. It is going to mess the windowsills up with the lanterns there, but no one's really going to be flying over this world. So it's going to look normal from the bottom there. So we come in here, we have our nice little locked up area. And just to get that whole rich and Fancy Field, did they ever fix the texture for the quartz and smooth quartz? So quartz slab, smooth quartz. No, they did not. Minecraft fixed that. It's for realsies. So the first thing I want, you walk in and you got that nice little counter. Pop one here. So you walk in, booth counter to kind of block you there. You have a little counter here if you need to do any work. Nice little quick details in there. I'm going to add some more, probably some foliage. But I want to, working on trying to get the videos a little bit shorter where I'm not dragging on as much. But we do need to fix the roof. So we have the roof fixed. And that's pretty much going to be it for part 2. We got the overall part of the castle done. We just have to add the walls and the final details, which I'm going to do that off camera. I'll do a quick tour and talk about it and show how I did each little detail. Just walking through the little castle here, you can feel the micro town. Nice little storage area for all the valuables. Has a nice little gate there. In here we'll have some animals. Already feels lived in. Some fake windows. And some real windows. And then you can walk right into the town, the castle. Wrong town. And see everything. And just not much of an overlook, but again, this is just a small little area to keep everything important in. And then we'll expand by adding actual houses and villagers, maybe some shops. I'm feeling like right there having like a little shop area and putting a little dock in right here. And maybe popping in some farmland right here. We got the hills where you can make the wheat look lush. So that is going to be it for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to comment what you think, any recommendations if you want to see some particular in Forged here. And subscribe. I always got more content on the way. There's definitely some more in the archives. And other than that, this is Sergeant Alex, and I do hope you have a nice day. Until next time, bye.